Welcome back to this week's edition of Carolina Kart Scene, episode number 36. We'll talk about some racetrack news, we'll talk about some asphalt racing, and also 10 different tracks running across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. A lot of racing, even up to the lead up of the holidays, of a lot of racing around Halloween, Thanksgiving, and also the end of the year racing that always occurs. So let's, as always, thanks everybody for liking and subscribing as they always do. I think we're almost to 320 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and so we can continue to grow the channel. Appreciate everybody that watches the different videos that we do put out, and any suggestion is always helpful. So let's get to it. First racetrack I want to talk about running on this particular weekend is Woodleaf Raceway Park. They'll actually be running on two different nights, on Friday, October the 20th and Saturday the 21st. First up, they're going to be running the Hoosier Tire Champions on Dirt Wing Kart Series. They'll have a number of different classes, cadet, beginner, box stock, and so forth on this particular night. Since it is a Friday, so there'll be a little bit later opening, so gates will open up at 4:30 with practice and start at 6. So definitely a great opportunity to get out and go watch them. And on Woodleaf's second night of racing on October 21st, they're going to have the Lee Holt Memorial. This is the third annual running of this event, and they've got a lot of different classes with a lot of guaranteed money on the line. A couple of different ones. They also be running Flathead on this particular evening, Pro Clone 425, 75. They'll also have Senior Champ 425. A lot of different junior classes they're going to have. Red plates A and B. Typically A and B is what they normally tracks will do, is separate sometimes a little bit faster red plate classes from those kids that are just starting out. It's always great to see that. They'll also be running juice box on this particular evening. The gates opening up for Woodleaf will be 9 a.m. with practice to start at 12 p.m. on their Saturday race. So hopefully you can get out and race with them. Next up, running North Carolina, is Albemarle Speedway in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, which is the northeast portion of North Carolina. They'll be running a makeup date on October 21st. This is going to be a great opportunity for people to get out and run on this track and get some laps in, because they're going to have a bigger race that we'll talk about next week for their Halloween race. Do not see what time exactly their gates open. Typically they open at 1 p.m. where practice start at 3 p.m. but definitely check out their Facebook for actual time that they start, and hopefully you'll be able to get out and race with them. Next up is the Reaper Backyard Series running at Tri-County Kartway in Kinley, North Carolina. They'll be running on October 21st with gates open at 9 a.m. and practice start at 11:30. This has always been a great facility, great run, a really nice, smooth, fast surface they always do have. I posted several videos in the past of the classes they run. They always put on a good show with a lot of great passing. So hopefully you'll get out and watch them. I am going to try to personally make this race and also post some of the videos. So if you have a particular race you want me to videotape and to load up, I will definitely try to make my best to get that onto the channel. So hopefully you get out and run with them and have some fun. In asphalt news, Mitchell Speedway in Dudley, North Carolina, just outside of Goldsboro, North Carolina, will be running on Friday night, October the 20th. Gates open up at 6 p.m. Practicing will start at 6:30 to 8 p.m. and then racing after that. With this being a Friday night event, again, not as many classes as you would normally see, but they still do have a fair number of classes come out. So definitely a great track to go out and run, especially with other asphalt tracks in the area that have stopped running for the year, especially for champ karts. This is always a great racetrack, so hopefully you can get out and race with them. First up running in South Carolina is Foothills Raceway in Easley, South Carolina. They'll be running their second point series race of the winter series that they're going to be having on the 21st. They've got a lot of different classes they're going to have on the line, and really a great facility. I posted a couple of videos about this track a little bit past. Gates open up at 10 a.m. with practice start at noon. So definitely, hopefully you can get out and run with them. In racetrack news, a racetrack I had not talked about a lot this year because they had not run a whole lot other than special events throughout the year with a Big 3 series, is Sugar Tit Speedway in Greer, South Carolina. They actually posted a little bit earlier that they're going to be running a winter point series with 5 different races with hopefully weather holding, that they'll be able to run. So it's good to see that this track is up and running a little bit more often and getting out and racing. And also, you'll have the Carolina Kart Series. They're going to be at the facility for several dates. Again, that series ran with Warrior Creek last year, so it's good to see them coming back in the area and running again. So definitely keep an eye on it, and I'll be mentioning as they do run them. Also running on October the 21st is Warrior Creek Speedway. This is going to be a Maxxis tire event for this particular race, and there's going to be a lot of different classes they're going to have on the line, so definitely check out their Facebook page. And with that mentioning, you'll see this a lot of times when tracks get changed for promoters or owners or whatever, in the Facebook password does not get passed on from one to the other. So if you are searching for Warrior Creek and looking for updates, the one that I found is the one that has the checkered flag in the lower left hand corner. So be on the lookout for that Facebook page and any updates that they have for this particular date. Gates open up at 3 p.m. with practice start at 5:30. Also running is going to be 178 Speedway in Pelham, South Carolina. They'll be running on the 21st with a lot of different classes. Again, obviously the junior classes that are predominant in almost every series that we talk about. Pro Clone Heavy 375 running for $1,000 to win. Pro Clone Super Heavy 425 also running for $1,000 to win. This is a Maxxis only tire event, and with 178 they'll be opening up gates at 2 p.m. with practice start at 4:30 p.m. Also running in South Carolina on October the 21st is going to be Sickle Hill Kartway in Manning, South Carolina. They had a rain out, which a couple of different tracks last week did have a rain out, and they are rescheduling their race for this coming weekend on the 21st. Do not see an exact time that they're opening, but typically when they do open, they have the gates open at 2 with practice around 4 o'clock. So definitely check them out. Again, this is also going to be another good opportunity to race at the track because they're going to have a Havoc on the Hill on October 28th, and we'll talk about next week. So definitely an opportunity to get out and race with them, gain some experience, and hopefully have a lot of good success running there. In Georgia racing news, Southern Kartway in Hyera, Georgia will be running on Friday, October the 20th. Gates open up at 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. for parking. The racing will actually be on Saturday, October 21st, with gates open at 9 a.m. They have a lot of different racing on the line. This is part of the Hurricane Championship series that they're running at this one. They recently had a changeover of track management, so it's going to be really nice to see this facility back up and going. Again, junior classes, rookie classes, junior sportsman champ, masters, senior champ, all kind of different ones. Junior 1 and 2 jackpot on their particular series. So definitely if you're in southern Georgia area, definitely get out and race with them. And in other Georgia racing tracks, the WKA National Dirt Series will be at Georgia Karting Complex on October 21st for the Dirt Grand Nationals. They'll be also having a lot of open tire events for this particular race. They've got some guaranteed money on the line. Pro Clone Super Heavy 425, $1,500 to win, and All Pro 375, $2,500 to win. They also have a full slate of junior classes, no pro. They also have Clone Heavy warm-ups, nationals, and also Predator classes. So definitely a great event. So hopefully you'll be able to get out and run with them.